A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a mindset. It might not seem successful from the onset, but don't worry, trust your heart and your conscience. People will say it's nonsense, others will call it concept, but in the end, they open their mouths wide and watch you like Mnet. See, there is a thin line between success and failure. Today you might be rich, but tomorrow you might be a stranger living in a manger. In the morning, you might have the best security and your walls might seem taller. But in the evening, who knows, you might be caught in the snare of the fowler. I knew a lady, her name was Paula. She was so beautiful that people had to change their accent just to call her. So she became as proud as popular. Destined for greatness, she was reduced to a howler. The storms and worries of life changed her appearance. In the end, people thought she was related to Fatah Odauda. No offense, she confessed. I have a similar story, not of beauty, but of glory. Or if you think I'm perfect, I'm sorry. So if you're not in a hurry to board a pencil lorry, sit tight and once again, let me tell you a story. See, this is a story of life in UCC. Some of us, we wouldn't have made it without a subsidy. Fees, schools, shoes, kind courtesy, Wafa Kwame, hey, that man, he has a great legacy. Okay, switch it. Make I level 100, yabedu. Obi a pray down bed, when yana obesu. Yeah, it's not 2 years, 3 years, no. Yeah, titi age so decide Jimambedu. Now, 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, almost your movie or say to 2. Or 5 years, or if you about 6 miludu. Now, then times, obit me and need this sardine, need sugar bread, or person tries to about school. Miss the enemy of few friends. Kweku, Jehu, Apreku, Tinyuma me pane or Damreku. You know, sometimes when I wonder and ponder over these issues, reciting poetry on almost every occasion, Charlie, you have to be in my shoes. You know, aside the Facebook likes and the YouTube views, I realized although I've suffered, I have good news. But you see, that was on the outside. But on the inside, I began to slide. I could not let go of my pride, so I fell by the wayside and lost my place in the race. Then one evening, I went on my knees and asked God for His grace. Surprisingly, it wasn't too late. He restored me to the years in which the cankerworm and the locust ate. He gave me back my respect. Although Cain killed my Abel, He gave me Seth. And so I say, glory be to the parable constable who is able. Because I can hear my enemies at the round table, arguing whether my success is a myth or a fable. For in their presence, He has prepared for me a table. They made for me a trap that I might stumble. They tried to make a fool of me on 1st April. I was stretched like a cable, but God remained faithful. He kept me at the top like Chelsea on the league table. On a quest for a degree, UCC offered admission. You know, you believe what you see. Some saw competitive choice, others saw constant confusion. So I made a decision not to focus on the condition. But Charlie, the pressure and the tension, it was in various dimensions. So sympathizers filed a petition, calling me to opt for resignation. But I had a vision. It was as clear as the ocean. So I said, no, John Johnson, I will start a revolution. I don't want to sound sarcastic or charismatic. Getting good grades is good. But you see, when God's hand is in it, it's a settled matter. Oh, and trust me, the GPA doesn't matter. See, you might have 4.0 like PSG, but in the end, you lose this one to Barca. I said, you might have 4.0 like PSG, but in the end, you lose this one to Barca. You may even do your national service at GTV, but you may end up selling tomatoes at Kanta. In Penifose, and Sessa Bema since you once and our home. Now, since you know man in Yanyadia, your friend of Bosompra. Sasson as a Quentin Conqueni as Nasu Gino, and not as an Edino, one fata. Intimi Faja Samatia Manodia to do Gubohamu, Koyi Mayama if you coach a Mansayem. Now, so in Kanyaba Pukesiama, my Ducrum down your Chidebium. See, I walked on coals, even when my feet were bleeding. Consoled my soul, even when my heart was grieving. Steady with my eyes on the road to defend the pole like Ashley Cole. Wow. But finally, you're a finalist. Oh, I said finally, you're a finalist. Yeah. So you've placed the church on a blacklist. Destiny Hour is no more on your checklist. You wave at your coordinator with a clenched fist. We come to church at our own time, and we ask it when the preacher does not rhyme. To us, the choir is noisy, so they should just mime. But this is what we speak. that the strong should remain meek, so that they may get to their peak. And don't go and stab someone just because of how weak. Just stay focused. Don't go mad by the wayside, or jump the story building on the wrong side. Hang your clothes on the outside, not yourself on the inside. My dear lady, cast your broken heart aside and prepare it for the Lord to reside. To the continuing students, pack in your shirts and tighten your belts. Don't forget to jot down how you felt. Life in UCC is more than racing all the way from CRT to CELT. To the finalists, let's finish hard. Let's wake up and be on the guard. Wise up, don't be sad. Forget the enemy, the tragedy, the jealousy. You telling me no harmony in UCC, but see, I've left a legacy. We are Christ Onisujeni, Heye Nwanye Sanseni. Let every trouble deflect, because we've been called to reflect His glory. Peace.